Hello, beautiful beings. I just got done working out. I haven't worked out for about 4 days, but I have been working out. I've been working, so they've been highly advising me to just rest and do some stretches, and that's what I've been doing. But today, even though still, the energy feels very thick right now, it's just what's happening on planet Earth, and I'm done using it as an excuse at times. I don't know if I do that or not, but today I definitely could have legitimately said, I'm just too tired. But I felt a little tweak in my lower back, and that was my first little indicator that, okay, yeah, it's time to work out. So I don't ever need to think any of this. I've had it in my mind that I have to work out. I have to do a full body workout every other day and stretch every single day. And I was just talking to the ancients about it, and they just showed me just navigating through life and these energies and listening to my body and trusting my intuition and going by that, but not doing it in the way that I used to go with. When I used to go with the thoughts of, I don't want to do this, I would go with it, and I would stop working out and my body would start hurting. Let me dismiss this. I'm washing my sheepskin. Well, I'm not washing it, but it's up front at the laundromat, and the timer just went off for it. So I'm going to do my push-ups. I haven't done push-ups for 4 days, and the last time I did them, how many did I do? 2 sets of 8 and 1 set of 9. Okay, so I'm at least going to go for 3 sets of 8 right now. Okay. Because as I'm resting and I'm trying to really trust what my body needs, my mind just goes nuts and it's judging all of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh. My mind was, it just goes ape shit when I'm doing that, because it's very difficult still. Yeah, but I'm doing it anyway. I was convinced that I would only be able to do 6, and I was very surprised that my body just kept going. Well, I asked the ancients to do everything for me. They're basically my brain now, which is really freaking cool. All I have to do is just stay out of the way and remember to ask. It required making it a habit at one point in my ascension, to ask the ancients, no matter what it is, ask the ancients. Yeah. So they just showed me, they just got into forming a loudspeaker, like like from Horton Hears a Who, and they're saying that that's they're a divine mouthpiece. Okay. I really don't think that's not productive though, is it? Yeah, those are just thoughts. Of course I can do this. Okay, I'm gonna do it a little bit more narrow this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm so surprised. Oh, you know how I did it? They showed me somebody counting for me, somebody rooting for me. I know that was you, Ocean. They're showing me it was even more people than Ocean this time. When I was in track, I was trying to beat Maria Zato's score in track, and she was like the other top athlete, and I could just run like the wind. And I was a mountain goat. I could do hurdles. My dad built me hurdles all around our property so I could practice, and yeah, it was really awesome. Anyway, on the day that I was going to, beat her record, we tied. And that was good enough for me. Her hair is still a lot nicer than mine. But I was so grateful because I got halfway. I was not popular in school. Even though I was so, like, any team that I was on, they won because, well, I'm bragging because I was always so athletic growing up. I just excelled at everything that I did in that way. It made me feel really good about myself because I didn't feel like I had it, mentally, intellectually. So, but anyway, so I'll never forget it. So here's the starting line, and then I go halfway across the track, and all of a sudden, all of my classmates start screaming, "Go!" And they're calling my name, and I'd never felt that before. And I just felt this surge, just this, oh my gosh, just this like turbo, like I had a turbo tank, NOS. Yeah, and I flipped that switch like they did, and my feet were barely touching the ground. Yeah, it was amazing. So just now, when I was doing those push-ups, that's what came in so clearly, was that day at the track. Okay, here we go. At least 8. I know you can't tell, but my legs are straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yay! Oh, at least I did as much as I did last time. I'm very surprised right now. Yeah, I feel like since we've been conditioned for so many lifetimes, I really do feel like there will always be some type of mental commentary that comes up around whatever I'm doing, at least for a really long time. And I'm here for it. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Like working out. It's been one of those really long, very long type feeling life lessons, because there is so much, because there's so much mental commentary that comes up automatically, mind chatter that comes up around specifically not wanting to work out and how bad it feels and how I'm strained. My body's like, my mind tries to act like it's my body talking to me, literally. But I don't want to be pushed this hard. I've been very exhausted, and I saw it plain as day today for the first time. Oh my gosh. My body is not talking to me in that way. My body talks to me in the way of, well, do I feel tired or do I feel exhausted? Do I feel burnt out and depleted? That's very easy to tell. For me it is. I hope it is for everybody else too. It's so important for us to tune in to our bodies, because what is this, ancients, specifically? What is our body? What role, besides being our vehicle, does it play in our ascension, in our evolution, in the planetary evolution? It's a signpost. And if we tune into it, which equals trusting our intuition, it's our GPS. They're saying, thank you. Yeah, it's our GPS. Our body is. Wow. Yes, of course it is. And to me, the brain, like the physical brain, of course, helps keep everything functioning, but it's mainly the switchboard, they're saying, to the divine. It's, because we need to still make contact with home while we're here. They're showing me the movie The Cell with Jennifer Lopez. If you don't like gruesome at all, or, trippy, don't watch it. It can be very disturbing if you still feel disturbed by things. And if things still, like the essence of things still hold on. But to me, it's the perfect analogy for this life experience. She goes into these people's dreams. They're in comas, but they are stuck in their nightmares because they seem so real. So she has this button right here that if she's starting to become unconscious and go, oh my gosh, this is real because it's so scary, she pushes the button and then she's back like in the lab on this, suspended in air, sleeping. So that's just a lot what life is like, is like through this ascension, the practice is to remember, don't follow the thoughts, don't fall for how real they seem, don't become unconscious. But it's okay if we do, though, because it's a part of it. I've grown so much from being so unconscious, and I'm outgrowing it also, they're saying, so I can help other people outgrow it. Every time I get a new Hippo subscriber, and if you don't know why I call you Hippo subscribers yet, it's because hippos are my absolute favorite creature on planet Earth. Ever since I was four years old. Hippos are my totem animal. I looked them up and they are the king of the jungle. It's like, wow, I had no idea that they could run so fast on the bottom of the river. It's absolutely amazing. And the PSI of their jaws, even though their teeth don't look really sharp, I guess it's just the pressure from their jaws that could really, the teeth could puncture you too. Anyway, so they're ferocious, like, my girls called me Mama Bear quite a bit when I was raising them, in a really good way. Like, they thought it was so cool that all their guy friends were really scared of me. It had to be that way. I was in construction, so I was really buff. And I had to act, no matter how insecure I felt, I had to act like I wasn't at all, because I was raising 3 beautiful teenage daughters by myself, and the tomcats started coming around. So, yeah, it's good to hear those stories. All 3 of my daughters are in their 30s now, and recently I just heard another one about, oh yeah, he was scared shitless of you, Mom. And we just laugh about it. Yeah. Anyway, where were we going with that? Yeah, so that's basically the practice, is to not follow the old conditioned thoughts. So where do we turn our attention to instead of those thoughts? Well, for a while, if you have not remembered yet, if you can't just access presence, then you can just access exactly where you're at. Like, be where your hands are. That's one of the first things I learned when I went to Alcoholics Anonymous, is when I was doing the dishes or whatever, but specifically it was dishes, because it was warm, and cleaning has been like therapy for me for a really long time. And that's one reason I have my own cleaning business, is it's very therapeutic. It helps me be where my hands are, and no matter what mood, no matter what storm, no matter how unconscious I've gotten, no matter how happy, I can make something beautiful around me and help neutralize the energy. And I pray for the people that are going to stay there next. I don't do it every time, but I do feel that when I'm cleaning something, I'm automatically clearing it. I feel like that's a gift too. Plus I leave hearts on the blankets, and they really, really like that. They don't tell me very often, but the last time they told me, they said I get 5-star reviews every time. That feels really good. Okay, so ancients. Is that it? That was probably rude that I just put that gum in my mouth, but I would do it if you were sitting right here with me. That's how song is going to be. I've seen that come in There will be times that we're just sitting in a big room. However, most of the time we're just going to be hiking, or taking our dogs for a walk, or just playing by the river, or I'm going to be doing art. You're welcome to do art also. I just don't feel like life, the flow, I don't feel like, and it's not for other people, that is their flow. That's a part of their flow, is just sitting and holding satsang. But no, I want to keep moving, and just, right, thank you. I want to always have satsang be spontaneous. Yep. Okay, so I just asked them, well, okay, so when somebody wants me to come to their house and hold satsang, and that's all I got out, and they were like, yes, it is, because it is still spontaneous, because it happened right now. And even when you go, yeah, right. Even when you go to that person's house and you hold satsang, it'll still be right now. See, I still forget that. Their personal identity forgets that. And so that's the shedding off of the old, and then the reconditioning is remembering until I don't have to remember anymore all the things that I've forgotten. Well, seemingly forgotten. It's just remembering, but it takes practice to make it habitual, like the things that weren't good for us, all the thoughts that weren't good for us were habitual just because of practice. That's all it is. If it feels painful, it's just because the one that we thought we were is dying. It's dying off. It has to. Yeah, Mother Earth is ascending. It's happening. It has to happen. There's no other reason. I'm sure there's lots of reasons, but it has to happen. It can't keep going. I'm sure you agree. It can't keep going like it is. I don't listen to the news. When I need to hear something, I will. And so then I can just get in the core of Earth, and just these beautiful shock waves. They started out super slow one day in meditation. All of a sudden I was in a pyramid, like a see-through pyramid, and it was like, they called it a fire pyramid, and I was in the center of the earth. And yeah, that was right around the time that I met Pyramid Energy, Hansi. Yeah, she channels such beautiful messages. And so, yeah, really synchronistic. Look at the pyramid, Hansi. That just blew me away. It was our very first interaction, email interaction. And then that video that morning, a white pyramid appeared just the way I parked when I was driving. I backed up into a place and a white pyramid appeared behind me. It was really shocking. Anyway, so now when I start meditating, not every single time, but right now, they just showed me at the center of the earth, if I hear something global. Okay, I said, why aren't I doing that daily? Because it's spontaneous. There's something about, we just have to remain, well, if it's not spontaneous for us, then the mind is in the way. It's just how it has to be for this specific flow to humanity. That's all right with me. Yeah, that's why we've had to release so much resistance. Yeah, just to be as clear as an open channel as I possibly can for divine wisdom to pour through. Oh, yeah, that's right. I thought I had one more set of push-ups to do. I was just like, no way, man. My body's getting all cool now. I'll do my 7 essential stretches later. Did I forget anything, ancients? Just now, the other night, I got up in the middle of the night, like I've done like thousands of times. It's just right there. My toilet's right beside my bed. And I was so tired. That one strip right there, that's the stuff that you can rub and it turns like bright pink, and then you push it down. It's like mermaid scales. I put it there for my grandkids, and I rubbed against that. I was just like, oh, they're saying it was a pop quiz. Oh, okay, well, I passed because I was just like, oh my gosh, that was weird. I didn't feel angry. Today I've been feeling a little bit of anger. But I listened to Magnetize Yourself. I don't listen to every single one of hers. She's a really beautiful clear open channel, though. She really is. But if they get too relationship based, then I'm just like, I get really bored with that stuff, because, you know, either he's coming in or he's not. Either he's here or he's not. You know, there's there's a couple that I definitely pick up in my energy, but there's nothing to write home about. No, when he emails me or calls me and we have a conversation and he's available, like he doesn't do alcohol. He doesn't do alcohol or any drugs. You know, on and on it goes. Is it a bad day? Is it a hard time in your life, or is it just your life? It's very easy to tell. And if you are having an incredibly difficult time telling whether a man is for your good, highest good or not, we would love to talk to you about that. That is one of my... why did you make me say my? I wanted to say our. They're saying that I am relating to specifically females right now. It's true. One of my... Is that a little beetle? One of my Spidey powers is to... I just asked them why. Is to read a man so quickly. So quickly. Yeah. I have a beautiful friend right now that... I'm so used to it now. People come into my life like gangbusters, and then the lessons start. I can't help it. It's our energy. You know, it's what comes through, and I'm not going to obstruct that for anybody. And if they hear something they don't want to hear, the day before they're begging for it. Literally, I used to spend so much time kicking the shit out of myself for saying too much because I pushed somebody away again. You know, I thought it was me because I heard that for so long in my life, that I was too much. Basically, bottom line, you're just too much. Yeah, it was too much for people that didn't want to grow. That's for damn sure. So this person, beautiful being that she is, she knows that this person isn't good for her, but she hasn't been through the lesson yet. And where I was overextending very recently was... Where was I overextending? If you were just reassuring me I didn't go overboard. Yes, okay. They're saying we're still fine-tuning, little one. I love it when they call me that. So, we're fine-tuning any type of... It's so weird. It's not just because I swallow. My throat chakra really like goes wonky for a second when I am speaking against old ways of being, overextending specifically. Yeah, this really weird thing happens to my voice. Yeah, and they just said that that's exactly why. That's no coincidence. Huh. Yeah, and so it used to be that I would just go through the whole gauntlet of emotions. Well, I became unconscious because I was shedding the things that situation had brought up with that person. I'm pointing like they're standing right there. Well, I can see her so well. She's such a beautiful being. And I'm not worried that we're not connected anymore. I know where she is. I can see her timeline. I know where she is, but I don't know where she is in a way of, I'm just waiting for her to get it. No, not at all. Not at all. I'm going to interact with so many beautiful beings in my life. I told her a long time ago now, we haven't been in each other's life for very many months at all, but the soul bond is unmistakable. And I told her, she kept apologizing. Hopefully she doesn't this time when we talk again. But she apologizes every single time for not getting hold of me sooner. And one way that she means that is, Tammy, I should have talked to you way sooner. I feel so much better. It's so sweet, because she's just like, oh my God, why didn't I call you a week ago? Because we're going through a shed, you know, it's all a part of it. It's like, I can't see where I'm going. I'm in it and I feel squeezed and oh, it's so smoky and heavy. It's smoky here in Montana right now, but it'll leave really quickly. So hopefully, I'm going to say something if she says she's sorry this time, because last time she said, I'm so sorry. And I said, stop saying that. It's okay. I said, every single time we end a conversation, I let you go. You pop in and I think very warmly of you, but I don't think anything else other than that. That's it. If there is something, if we've gotten super, super close, or I realized that she had gaslit me twice and I didn't realize it until hindsight. I'm so proud of myself though. I shouldn't look suspicious. Well, yeah, it's just my way of going, oh, okay, like seeing even more clearly, not just out of heart eyes. I don't ever just see out of heart eyes, but I definitely could with some people. So it made a lot of sense. But I feel everybody is on the spectrum of something. And so people like this person is so like just so driven to grow that she's not going to be where she is for very long, and we're going to be holding satsang, and oh my gosh, she's going to feel better than she ever has in her whole life. She'll sit in a salt bath and she'll have sage going, and I'll be smudging too. And you know, she rebirths. That's what we do. You know, some of us. Please don't be scared. You don't have to do that. But, you know, oftentimes when I'm holding satsang with a woman and she's rebirthing herself yet again, specifically through a breakup, they're highly guided, like 10 out of 10 times, to smudge with sage, palo santo, sweetgrass, something like that. And my youngest daughter, baby, she smudged herself with lavender yesterday. So I was just like, absolutely, yeah, do it with whatever you have that feels like it could dissipate the energy that's collected up in your body. You know, I reminded her that we're nothing but space, and I bend over so I can cleanse my heart area, my solar plex, my whole body. I can really, it's been so many years doing it that I can just see the smoke just permeating right through me and literally cleansing negative energy and neutralizing me. That's basically what I do when I clean too. It's pretty automatic now. I hope people can feel that. I'm not sure. They're saying, if it makes you happy to believe that they do, then believe that they do. Yeah, I believe that they do. I really, really do. I feel like they go in a room and they're just like, wow, it feels so good in here. And maybe they meant to say, it looks so clean in here. But they say feels. So today, I've prayed about it for 2 weeks now. I'm not sure why it makes me want to cry. They're saying, feet flat on the floor. I don't want to cry right now. Why do I feel like crying? There was a plant that was very neglected, and I just couldn't stop thinking about him. And I got some dirt, some really nice potting soil. And when I went and cleaned today, I repotted him. And he was so happy and so grateful. And I mean, he was just dry and had very little dirt left on him, on his body. It didn't matter how much they watered it. I don't know if they watered it or not, him. But it was still turning green. I mean, that's the magic of plants. Seems like they can grow just about anywhere. But it was struggling. And if there's anything, I'm just compelled to. It'll eat me up until I do something about it. But I don't want to get my ass kicked vibrationally either by overextending. So, it's all balance. Pretty soon it'll be all automatic, they're saying. They're reassuring me right now.
I'm just a little bit worried that, I mean, it's not that big of a change. It's still in the same exact pot that it was in. The only difference is the little plastic pot that was inside of the bigger ceramic one, that's gone. I washed it and I put it under their sink. I didn't throw that away either. So, you know, this should be a big, beautiful green plant. It's like dark green on the outside and lighter and then lighter and almost yellow in the center. It's so beautiful. And I'm holding it right now. And so I repotted it, and I had brought, you know, something to put underneath it. I'm going to bring a smaller one next time to fit it even better. I'm going to paint it and make it really pretty too. And, you know, I don't know if they're going to notice or not. But if they do, I mean, I don't see that it's going to hurt anything. I think that they're going to be relieved. And that's what I see every single time. Hopefully they don't take it as judgment. You know, when I was doing it, they're newlyweds. They look like newlyweds. They have such beautiful pictures all over their house. You can just feel the love emanating from them. And I was just like, this is a wedding gift. And I was thinking that this is a wedding gift for you guys. And I feel it. And there's a male. I feel like there's grandparents attached to this plant, and they were like crouched down beside me. All right. This is not my emotion. Will I ever figure that out? It's these two grandparent people. They're both crouched down right now because I'm crouched down in my mind when I was transplanting this plant in their bedroom. They're attached to this plant somehow, and it was dying, and they couldn't do anything about it. So you're welcome. Yeah, they're going to be very happy about it, and I'll bring an even nicer, what do you call that, to put underneath it? Tray, round tray, ceramic tray. Ancients, is there anything else we want to talk about? Did we forget anything crucial? Did we talk about anything? Oh. So no, you don't have to be taking a bath. We usually suggest smudging. So if you're feeling compelled, if you're being urged over and over, if your guides keep repeating themselves, you should talk to Mamaji and the Ancients. Why don't you talk to Mamaji and the Ancients? Hey, why don't you just ask Mamaji and the Ancients? They'll just keep repeating it. Don't worry, it'll get louder. Abraham Hicks is saying. So we will more than likely suggest that. Do you have any sage right now? Like a whole stick of it? Or like at least a half a stick of sage that isn't 10 years old? Because that can be very dangerous because it's way, way, way dry. I mean, we're not saying throw it away, but get a new stick, okay? It's on Amazon. It's absolutely amazing. A pack of 3 of the white birch sage. That's my absolute favorite sage. It burns the one bundle lasts for so long. I just can't stop. I can't seem to not give it away when I get it. So next time I really need to buy 6 bundles. But one bundle lasts for so long, and it's just, I can't think of anything better to give somebody than a whole bundle of sage. Like if they actually use it. But like my beautiful neighbor man, I gave him a stick last summer, and I don't know if he has used it or not. It can be kind of scary to use it. It's like, what's going to happen? Well, yeah. Well, if you're not ready to grow, well, you should use it. That was the Ancients. And if you're ready to grow, you should use it. Because it helps make the energies that we are trying to navigate on planet Earth right now, it helps them feel more manageable. Yeah, I'm trying to stop being so surprised at the energies on planet Earth right now. Yeah, it's so interesting. So much movement, even when it feels like nothing's happening. Like the formation of an opal. I have my eyeball on today. So if you don't know, the formation of an opal is water seeping through cracks of like glacial rocks, and the water seeping past and onto minerals, different minerals, and it takes thousands of years, but it forms an opal from all of the minerals from the rocks. Yeah. The story, I'm gonna have to read the story again. I'm going to go, how long is this video? Where are my readers at? Those aren't my readers. My legs feel like rubber. I'm glad I worked out though. Okay, I don't have my readers. Yes, I do. I gotta see how long though. Whoops. Here we go. Uh-oh. I just dropped my cards. Is this the card? Okay. Let's see how long we've been recording though. Because I don't want to record really long videos anymore because you're not going to be inclined to watch them. And you miss really good stuff. satsangwithmamaji@gmail.com. Okay, I'll record another video and I'll draw us cards. I'm just getting the green light. Spontaneously in the next video. We love you so much.